Recently I started playing a game called Fabled Lands, which is an adaptation of the game book Fabled Lands that I had as a kid. And I like this game very much, so I wrote a guide for it, which is a 100% completion guide that basically tells you how to get every single achievement in the game in a single run. And I don't think that's what a lot of people were generally looking for in a guide, because this is an adventure game, so you should try and play it yourself, and then you will get a bunch of those easy achievements and basically only have the hard ones left. And there's one achievement that sticks out, and that is called Iron Adventure, and that is the hardest achievement probably in the game, and it has you finish the entire game on the hardest difficulty, which if you die once, you basically you lose your save. It's like a hardcore. So I decided, hey, why not make a guide specifically for that achievement? And I ended up having a route that is 100% safe and is doable in about 1 to 2 hours. And so I thought, hey, why not show that it's doable in that time frame? And this is how I got to make this video guide. But there's a twist, and so I figured, why not put one up? And so I figured, make the title a bit more clickbaity. And yeah, so I'm actually going to finish the game on the hardest difficulty without even taking a single point of damage. Now, in fairness, that is not that hard. And I don't know if I'm the first person to ever do it. So technically, I don't know if it's world first or not. But I also don't really care. So let's get started. Now, the easiest way is to start on the Troubadour. And you need Iron Man difficulty. The other customization doesn't really. Alright. You don't care about the intro. You could pick up a potion of healing, but you don't really need it. So go to Obsidian Stones and teleport to Wish. This is generally not where you should start if you start playing the game, but you'll see that it's the optimal start for a speedy run in a sense. Now go back down to Matricians and to Clifftop. Investigate the fort, right-hand door, pick the items, and you also get 300 shards. Hinterlands. In Hinterlands, you want the pipe music at night. If you get the other event, just press on, go back to Clifftop, and start again. It won't take long. Even though it's just a 6-7, those are very likely to drop. So in the end, you will get this quickly. Or not. Getting a little bit of bad luck right at the start, but that means I'll get lucky later. So that's good. Once you get it, you just go down to the beach, walk along, wait for low tide, seek the piper, and take the shell. This will give you +1 charisma. Good. Now, Patrician's Harbor Passage to Ringhorn, and go up to Delpton. This is upriver twice. And here you want to continue. Wow. Misclick. Well, this is off to a great start. Now, you want to go south to River Road. I did this quickly. And roll here an event. And what you want is what I rolled, is an Eerie Light. So, now the good luck starts. And once you have the quest, you can now again go to Delpton, explore, and go west. So continuing Old Hercuna, what you roll in this area for the first time doesn't matter. What you would want is the market later. The second event that I rolled turns your hair golden, which is not a bad thing. Now it is also important that you visit High King's Seat once to pick up the song for the Ice Queen later. It's important that you don't forget about that, so that's why I like doing it right away. Now here you want a flying visit, but if you get Utekin mercenaries it doesn't really matter as much, because you can just run away and hide in a barrel, and this will give you a blue skin title, which will save you a bunch of shards later. But if you do roll the flying visit, this is what you want, right away, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to have the blue skin title. It's just a win more kind of thing. Getting a 2-5 is not that likely. It's about 28%, so 1 in 4. And this means that you might have to do this a bunch of times. There, I got it, a 5. So this is the 2,000 shards you want, and now you have enough to actually buy fairy mead at the market. Oh, rolled a 5 right away. Lucky. Now, there's no use you have for your starting equipment, so you should unequip it and just sell it at the market with the rest, and then buy 12 fairy mead. 12 is your inventory capacity. There you go, 500 shards left, and then you can just leave. If your hair is golden or not is also a win more condition. If your hair is golden, you'll end up with like maybe 200, 300 shards in this run, but it's like inconsequential. So next, make your way to Aku. That's by Trollbridge, Hall of Heroes, Farmlands. Once you're here, take the harbor passage back to Matricians. So that is the pop-up from the golden hair. Anyway, the next thing you want to do is go to Haggart's Corner and explore and meet the Trow. And again, you need a 2-5. Oh wow, lucky. Told you I was going to be lucky this run. Now, sell all of your fairy mead. And you will end up with a ton of mithrals. And what you want to buy is the Wereboar Tusk, 4 Selenium Wands, that are going to be your money makers, an Enchanted Crossbow, and a Volcanium Mail. After that, leave, but pay 1 Mithral or the Trow will kill you. Now you need ammo for your crossbow, and a lantern for later, so buy that at the regular market, and equip Skier. Now, another thing you need is on the northern east road, you need to meet the 7 fools 3 times. First meeting, you won't get anything. Second meeting, you'll get a 4-leaf clover, which you don't need. Third one, you will get a large potion of comeliness, which is what you want. Now, because you don't usually get the Trow as quickly as I got, you want to re-roll the Trow event using the northern east road. But only until you meet them twice, because when your inventory is full of fairy mead, you cannot pick up the large potion of comeliness. So that is a problem. And thus, I would argue that it's better, or it is necessary, that you only meet them twice until you get the Trow. So don't risk it going north 3 times until you actually have gotten rid of the fairy mead. Alright, so this was the first meeting, and I'm also going to try the second one. Go. 4-leaf clover that you don't need. Third one. This is the loneliness. Now, it is optimal to to do the third one as you come back down later, but I'm not going for optimal speed here. Now Whistling Heath, what you want to do is west, south, east, and that will get you the Kia Stars. Now we go to Troilus' Inn, stop off and get some information, and go back to Whistling Heath. You could go the same way, but the safest way is north 3 times, and that will also pass you by. You go to the monastery, stop off there. If you fail this check, it doesn't matter, you can just try again. You talk to the abbot and that advances a quest. Now go north twice to Goldfall, to the temple, and get a Blessing of Luck. Don't need anything at Rainbow River, doesn't matter what happens. Waterfall. At the waterfall, stay a while, ask them for the treasure, left-hand cave, upper chest, input your answer. Answer is magical. This is also the only time you enter something into the game, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, you want to take the shield and equip it. Now go to the Forsaken Forest. Later we want to stay at the hamlet, but we don't want to do that right now because we could get, contract leprosy, and that would make it harder to hit stuff in the upcoming fight, so don't do that right now. Instead, just press on. Go along the path and you know what to do. This was from Troilus' Inn, this skips a fight. Continue along the path, right and west. Now use the key to unlock the door and approach the wolves, and this starts the fight. Now, this is very easy, because you just make clones, and these clones have the same overpowered crossbow that you have right now. So they will be able to just shoot stuff from far away, and most of the time you will kill all wolves before they even had a chance to reach you. Now that was kind of unlucky, but again, it doesn't really matter that much. There we go. That was closer than I thought it would be. Usually I can kill them before they even reach the clones. In any case, no damage taken, climb the stairs, pick up the helmet and the sword, equip the helmet, and select gather some treasure. But don't actually take any shards, because you simply want to end up at this page, but not get a malice on this roll. Alright? So, scoring 11 or 12 is bad, which is about 1 in 12. So, this is why you got the luck blessing before, because now if you get 11 or 12, you can just use the blessing to re-roll that. Now it's possible to get 11 or 12 twice in a row, but the chance for that happening is 0.7%. If it does happen, your HP gets reduced permanently, and that is a really bad thing. Though, since we're just 10 minutes in, if it happens, just re-roll. And it will not happen often, because again, it's the chance for it happening is 0.7%. There we go, 11. Re-roll. And we got it. Anyway, go south towards the edge of the woods and leave the forest. Now, since the fight is over, we can enter the hamlet and stay overnight for the +1 sanctity. Getting the leprosy here does not matter anymore. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to go to woods, that's dangerous. Just go south the way you came. Go all the way back down to Matricians. There, take the harbor passage to Ringhorn. And now go west. This is the basic way to Aku. Sterling's Hall of Heroes, Farmlands, finally. At Aku you can now buy the best gear in the game because you sell your selenium wands and the other stuff you picked up. Not the large potion of comeliness, of course. And that means you have enough shards to buy the top gear, which is a Celestium wand, Centaur flute, gloves of Sig, old holy symbol, sextant, a robe, climbing gear, and a wolf belt. Now equip all of that. And if you've played the game a little bit before, you will have the achievement Twinkle Twinkle Key of Stars. If you don't have that and you want that, then just save the Key of Stars for later, but if you already got it, there's no need for that key, so you can just drop it. Go. And now you have really good gear and 2000 shards, which is a good start. Now, continuing on, you want a potion of strength, a potion of intellect, and a potion of stealth. I would also argue that if you're trying to do this with 0 damage taken, you should buy a potion of nature and another potion of stealth. But it's not super necessary that you do that. After you're done, you take the passage to Matricians. And from Matricians, the passage to Marlock City. At Marlock City, you want to pick up 3 quests. The first one is at the tavern. The second one is at the House of Priests. The third one is at the Temple of Sig by talking to the High Priest. You should also become an initiate of Sig for the +1 thievery boost. Now once you're done with that, explore the city to the streets of the entertainers, go over to the person and pay them money. You can gamble if you want, but it's kind of a waste of time, so you can just leave, follow the scholar, chase the muggers off, help him up, and pick up the vial of yellow dust. That is a very important item and something you want. You're done in Marlock City, so take the passage to Yellowport. In Yellowport, if you contracted leprosy, go to the Temple of Maka and get rid of it. Doesn't cost a lot, just 75 shards, so that's all good. What you also want to do is buy the archery skill, very good skill, and also buy the combat dodge skill. The third skill, weapon mastery, is something you can pick up at the rank up later. Both skills. The 2 quests you want here is one from the tavern, and a second one from the Provost Marshal. Now since your charisma is high, you don't need to bribe the person, but it's also just 5 shards. So in general this doesn't matter, just take the mission. Once you're done with that, you want to go to the Isle of Druids. And here you will finish a quest, because you already have the Wereboar Tusk. So go to the Shrine of the Lacuna, and talk to the priestess, accept the mission, talk to her again, and it will finish the mission, giving you +1 scouting. I'm also going to buy a scouting blessing here, because I don't want to get damaged in the forest later. After that, you go to the forest, and this is a scouting roll that if you fail, you just take 2 points of damage. In general, that's not dangerous, because I want to take no damage, I'm just not going to risk it though. Oh. Amazing. That was a misclick. The persuading the tree is autocomplete, so I guess I have to try again. Anyway, persuade the tree, and then go to the leader, accept his quest, don't forget to pick up the item, and once you're done, teleport back to Yellowport. Now you should go to Scorpion Bite, and this starts another fight. Again, this should not be very difficult. because they have low HP. And your crossbow skills are so incredibly high. However, even if you did take damage, which you shouldn't, you would be able to complete the rolls, so there's no threat of dying. So go for it now, but make sure to scroll all the way down, past the auto-filled rolls, and pick up the book. Now go to Yellowport and turn in the book at the tavern, and pick up +1 combat. You should also use the strength potion to boost your combat further, and this means you auto-roll complete and pick up a quest at Shattered Tor. Now after that, the next thing you want to do is go to the forest. So you should go to Truffaut, but continue on north by a road tavern. Forest. Now it doesn't matter what you do on the scouting check. If you fail, you can just try again. See, I just failed it. I'm not going to use a blessing though, since you can just try again. It's a 60% chance or 58% chance to pass, so eventually you'll get it, and then you can pick up the next quest item. Once that is done, go to Devil's Peak, climb the peak, climbing gear, use the thievery check, and you will end up at the sanctity roll. Now if you fail this roll, you will have to fight, but generally you'll pass, so this skips over the fight. The fight is not difficult, so again, easy peasy. The next quest you want to complete is at the Dragon Knight's castle, so head north and seek out the Black Dragon Knight. This starts another fight. The Black Dragon Knight is very slow, so this should not be of any danger to you. And dead. So you can pick up its shield. And go over to Quran Baru. Go to the innkeeper, give him the shield, and this gives you another +1 combat. Now the next thing you want to do is steal the gold chainmail at the Temple of Trinai. For that, use the Potion of Intellect and the Potion of Stealth. This completes 2 checks, and you will end up at the second thievery check, which if you fail only makes you take 5 damage. Again, I don't want that, but generally it's not a problem if you fail this. And here, this gives you a sanctity roll. Now, if you fail this roll, that's actually beneficial to you. So you could, if you wanted to, take off your sanctity gear to try and fail this. If you fail, you won't get cursed. But it's also not very detrimental for your playthrough if you do get cursed. Like right here, I will get cursed. Because you can get rid of that on the way with just paying 100 shards, which is completely inconsequential. The next thing you want to do is go over to Coldbleak and Blessed Springs. Explore the holy waters and throw in the Vial of the Yellow Dust. Pick +1 scouting. Also accept his quest. You don't need the amulet and it's completely useless, so you can just leave it on. Now go back and leave, and where you want to go next is Lake of the Sea Dragon. To the market and buy a silver nugget. Explore, hire the fishing boat, hand over the silver nugget, catch the tail, you will auto-complete the roll, pick up the box, and also pick up the shards, the wand, and the armor. These items sell for the most. Go south to Stinking River. This event doesn't matter, so just leave. And the next thing you want to go to is Truffaut, so over to the tavern and Truffaut. Now visit the wizard for the +1 magic. Travel on to Marlock City. Turn in the quest, one at the House of Priests, the other one at the Temple of Sig. And now go back to Yellowport. Make your way back to Blessed Springs. You could get rid of the curse here, but it's kind of a hassle. If you're unlucky, you'll roll this fight. Doesn't really matter though, this is one of the easiest fights in the entire game. So, once you're at Blessed Springs, buy 3 potions of stealth. And go to Cold Lake. Climb into the mountains, you have climbing gear, talk to the person, the right answer is Nurgan Foreign. Convince the person and make the assassination attempt. If you want to auto-roll, use the potion. Pick up the ring and the second thievery road to escape is easy. Now you can go back down to Yellowport. If you're unlucky, you'll roll the fight twice. And turn in the quest at the Provost Marshal. Here, pick the 3rd skill, which for us is Weapon Mastery. It's also annoying to walk around with a inventory, so I'm just gonna sell this stuff. And now, explore the city by night. Go to the wealthy area and you will meet Loria. Accept her offer and search the ground floor. To auto pass, drink the potion and pick up the Vertiger's key. Now she tricked you, so either leave at once or go upstairs. Once you're done, go bow. Oh, that was actually wrong. Forgot about the Isle of Druids. I'll go there. It didn't really matter. Could have done it the other way. Just want to keep in line with my notes. So instead, go to the Isle of Druids. And make sure, if you want to take no damage, make sure you still have the Scouting Blessing. I do. Go to the forest. Scout. City of Trees. Quest and done. Now, you want to go to Marlock City. Accept the quest at the palace. And now go to Truffaut. Use the Vertiger's key you picked up, and use the 3rd door. Press up on the mountain, go into the city, and the only thing you want to do is go to the tavern, and that is it. So, teleport to Yarimura. Since we're cursed, you should first go to the Tower of Bakan and remove the curse. This is very easy. Now the second thing you want to do is explore Thieves' Kitchen, the streets, visit the Brotherhood, and because you are not a rogue, you need to pass a check to get in there, but with the 3rd potion this is very easy, autocomplete, apply for membership, there we are. They will ask a quest of you, so go to the palace and attempt the quest. Do not take the necklace, instead just leave, then go back to the Brotherhood. And now you have the Night Stalker title, and you will also get +1 thievery. That is pretty much all you want to do in Yarimura, so the next thing you want to do is just go south. Doesn't matter what happens here, you should just leave these areas and go to the Citadel. Enter and talk to the commander, accept his quest. Now go south to Saqqara. At the eastern foothills you climb using your climbing gear and you complete the quest. You should pick +1 magic. Go. Now go south, and next thing you want to do is go to Karan Baru and complete the eye patch quest. So seek the man with the velvet eye patch, pay the money, and ambush him. This will auto-complete the quest without a fight, and you should now carry on forest. I avoid the main road because I don't want to take any damage from bumping my head. But if you don't care about that, you can just travel using the main. So venture deeper into the forest. This is the information you picked out up at the tavern on the Ala Mystery. So try the path to the sarcophagus, and you should pick +1 thievery. That is pretty much all you need to do in Saqqara. So the final thing is going down to Marlock City and go Crustmore, get out of the way, and last thing you want to do is Sig. Done. Saqqara complete. Next thing you want to do is go to Akko. So Harbor Passage to Matrician, to Wishport it is, and then go to Matrician. There, from Matricians to Ringhorn. And from there, just the path west, similar to before. Thurlings, Hall of Heroes, Farmland, and Akko. Now go to the market and buy some more potions. First, a potion of intellect and a potion of stealth. To conserve inventory space, just use both of them. And you should also buy 2 potions of nature. There. Now explore the city and visit the slums. See the slumlord, and since we have the Night Stalker title, he will give you a quest. This is, however, not the quest you want, so you need to do the process again. Slums, Slumlord, Night Stalker title, accept the quest. This is the quest you want. So go to the palace and attempt the quest. Both roles will auto-complete. You can pick up the Utikin telescope and one of the other treasures, but they're not worth much. Leave them. Now go to the secret market. At the secret market, you should always buy a selenium ore. However, you should also buy a scroll of Ebron. If you don't have the blue skin title, you can always check that on your adventure sheet. I picked it up. Right now, this saves you 500 shards. But again, you have so many shards, it doesn't matter. Once you're done, go to the temple, go to the Hall of Ablution, pay the money, and here you can do the Lord event, but it doesn't matter, so just skip it, go to the cathedral, and become an initiate. Here you will have to turn in the Scroll of Ebron if you aren't blue-skinned anyway. Alright, now go to the palace, and you have to pay some shards. However, since you are blue-skinned, this is only 50 shards. If you weren't, you would have to pay more shards, again, sequential. So you proceed, and you pick up the quest from the High Convener of Chariots, and the quest from the Blender of Spices. The third thing you want to do is go to the Master of Documents of Fable, and accept his task. You do this right away, so select to help the person and quest for the egg. Oftentimes you will fail this. However, that does not matter. If you are lucky, like I was right now, you get 250 shards, but again, doesn't matter. Now, the next two options are important: return to your writing and return again. You will win a prize for your book, and you should pick +1 magic. There you go. And that is it. Leave the palace and leave the city. Go to farmlands. Here, for the first time, you care about what you roll, and what you would want is a wizard's workshop. If you don't get it, go to Hall of Heroes and re-roll the area. This is faster than going back to Aku, because the distance is smaller. It doesn't matter if you get the unbidden visitation. There we go. Now you have the selenium ore, so hand it over to him. It's an evil wizard though, and he decides to kill you. So counter with your own spell. This will auto-complete. And what you want is the Kobold Wand for shards and the Amulet of Ebron. Don't take the selenium ore, it's worthless. And on the second screen, take the Vademecum, which is the only reason you were there. So go back to Aku. Now use the Vademecum. I never quick telescope. Anyway, use the Vademecum, and it is an autocomplete. Travel to Yarimura. At Yarimura, take the northern road, which is village of Vodya, and northern mountains. Investigate the cliff, and climb the cliff. Using the Potion of Nature, this is 100% safe. And you will get +1 scouting. Descend to the ground and be on your way. Back to Yarimura. This is the only thing you wanted to do there. So now, use the Vademecum. Go to Ringhorn. In Ringhorn, buy a house. Also, at that house, stash your Volcanium mail. What you also want to do is probably sell the wand, so it doesn't clutter your inventory. And since you're here, for later, buying the Hot Pursuit skill and learning it is a good idea. Yep. So, once you're done with that, you explore and travel upriver. And go to Castle Ravane. Enter the castle, which is an easy check. And enter the keep, which is another easy charisma check. Now request an audience with a Baroness, and select in pursuit of a quest, spying on her foes, accept the mission. I have to do this whole again, and spying on her foes is completed. The next thing you want to do is go to the Baroness again, and ask her for a boon. Now this requires a tough charisma check. If you fail, you will just get booted out of the inner keep, and getting in is automatic. So just keep doing it until you win, and then you hope for 1-3 training. That is what you're aiming for. If you got 4-5, she takes all your armor and replaces it with a bad armor. That is why you stashed your Volcanium mail, because now it's safe. 6, if you get a ship, is pointless because we're not going to use ships right now. So, take +1 charisma. That was lucky. Saved a lot of time there. Now, since I don't want to take any damage, I also need to buy some stuff for the dragon fight, which is Stunning Blow, Battle Axe. You don't generally need that. But I do. So, leave and sail downriver to Ringhorn to pick your Volcanium mail back up and equip it. Now sail upriver twice again to Delpton. Disembark here and go to River Road. You want to complete the Eerie Light quest. So you need to roll that event again. 6 should be quick. Go. And you get +1 Sanctity. Back to Delpton, and now upriver again to Marmorak. Explore and pay to cross. Continue in Old Harkuna and go to Spatterdash. Visit the city, the graveyard, go into the tomb. You're a follower of Ebron, and this leads to a Sanctity roll. If you fail this roll, just leave and try again, there's no penalty. And if you win, you will get the sword you're looking for, so just leave. Now to High King's Seat, Troll Bridge, A5 shards, go to the lake, leave the lake and travel on. Can you mail? It's good. Now here you want both events. Frost sprites, ask them for information, follow the instruction, and you do get some information. Now you also want something is watching you, so go to the House of Holy Yamu or House of the Unbidden and just reroll the event. The ideal event to get first is Frost Sprites, because the second time you roll something is watching you, you would actually get into a fight. So this was pretty perfect, I just need to roll the event. Again, it is a 2-5, so about 28%. So it can take a little while to get in. There we go. It auto-completes, and you get the +1 Sanctity. You don't need the Selenium ore, so you can just leave it now. Now you want to do the Holy Yamu quest, but you first need the West Countryside, because otherwise there's a chance to fail. Now if you get the Smoking Crater, just leave it be. It's quicker to reroll the area by a career. What you want is a Priest of Ebron. There we go. Intervene, and you get +1 Scouting. Now you want to go to the House of the Unbidden. Visit Holy Yamu. Cool quest, you have the Amulet of Ebron. Continue. Now you don't want to fail, that's why you use your second potion. Nature. That up. Failing this magic roll will just lead to an easier magic roll, but doesn't matter. You can also fix your hair if you want, so you don't get the pop-up anymore. But that's actually bad for you, so now I don't get 20 short anymore. So, it is completely. Now, go all the way back to Aku. So, you skip by all these events. Go to the palace. The High Convener of Chariots. This gives you bad rewards, but you were after this one combat. And the Blender of Spices. This gives you +1 scouting, and now you have 7 court status points, so you can visit King and get a +1 rank. Whatever you pick here doesn't matter. You can pick the other skills. And now you have Masked Lord or Lady. Now we can also learn Stunning Blow to get rid of it. Good. That is pretty much all you needed to do in Aku, except for the last thing, and that is to renounce Ebron. Before you do that, however, you should seek a blessing. That is important, because you need that later. So take that, and now renounce Ebron. This will mark you as a heretic in Uchiku, which is kinda dangerous depending on your rank, so you should be careful now traveling there. However, I know the areas that are safe, so it's completely fine. And we're done in Uchiku, so it's even better. The last thing you want is to get a potion of intellect. After that, use the Vademiko to travel up to Yarimura and make your way south to the foothills. You will automatically map them. So go to the Citadel and tell the commander about them. He will also give you a potion of stealth. So head back north to the steppes and go to Belladai's camp. You can drink both of those potions and attempt the assassination. The assassination will complete. Signal the troops, and that finishes the quest. Doesn't matter if you pick a reward here. If you're looking for maximum shards, pick the one. And that is it. Now, the fastest way to get to Marlock City to complete the quest is head north to the steppes and go north to Yara. Use the Vademekum to go to Yellowport and take the harbor passage. To Marlock City. At Marlock City, you can turn in the quest and pick +1 charisma. The next thing you want to do is go to Truffaut. Use the Verdigris key again and go through the third door. Press up on the mountain and explore to go to the arena. This is a tough magic check that you can fail a bunch of times, but there is no problem. Just have to buy to try again for 50 shards. It is easily completable, and once you succeed, pick Wall of Fire and Wall of Water. This will give you +1 magic. Now go to the store and buy a Banner of Shadar, and you can also sell your wand. Go. Now leave. Teleport, you'll end up in Yarimura. Take the Vademekum. Go to Yellowport. And take the harbor passage to Isle of Druids. Visit the Shrine of Lacuna, become an initiate. And take the teleport to Wishport. Here you want to do one of the most notorious events of the game, which is Castle Orlog. But since the preparation is so high, there's pretty much you can select everything and it doesn't matter. Pick a book, doesn't matter what happens to your magic skill, or unlucky, whatever. I was lucky to get the rank up right away, but you can just roll it and repeat. Pick up Crippling Strike or whatever. Skill you pick has no... It's completely inconsequential. So once you're done, that is it. By the way, the only thing you need your magic for this run is the Vademecum. And to always complete the Vademecum, you need a magic skill of 12. So if your magic gets reduced by 1, it doesn't matter. You will not do another magic roll on this run. So, that is it. Castle Orlok complete. Go take the passage to Ringhorn, so you can use the Vademecum again, and the next area go to is Yarimura. From Yarimura, go to Gemstone Hill, Eladi's Camp, Southern Plains, and City of Ruins. Use the Banner of the Shadar, and go visit the bells, have the necessary information, and you want to pick up the Scepter of Kings. The other treasure doesn't matter, and because I have many shards. So, leave the city, and you also don't need the banner anymore, so go south. Doesn't matter if you look at the plaque or don't. Don't have a parchment. Go to Marmarek, explore and cross over. Continue in Old Tuna, High King's Seat. Pay the troll. And go to the lake. But you don't care about anything at the lake, so leave and journey on. And go north. The reason you want to do this is because the northern route to get to the mines is actually more dangerous. You see, the southern route didn't have it. So, go on a tour into the dark tunnels, ask Blue Cap and pay him, and here enchant her with a song. This is a reason again why you pick the Troubadour, because you get +1 on this check, and using Large Potion of Homeliness from the start of the game, this is now 100% roll, and there's no chance to fail. There you go. And another rank up. Pick +1 Sanctity. Now the next part can be a little bit annoying, because the quickest way can lead to 2 fights. So if you are unlucky, you will now roll Something is Watching You. This is a fight now against 3 wolves, which is not that dangerous. So I was lucky here and was able to skip it. The more annoying fight is here at the Northern Rooms, which is an ambush. So roll that. Unlucky. This fight can be dangerous because it's against a lot of targets. However, they miss a lot, so the chance for it to be to take a lot of damage is not. Boosting my defense here. That was unlucky. That was a critical hit. You cannot defend against a critical hit. Here we go. Again, doing a 0 damage run depends a bit on your luck. So here I was rolled, an attack was rolled against me. If that was a critical, then the run would have failed. But the chance for that is low. So, still possible. Anyway, you go to High King's Seat. visit the High King at his palace, and he asks you to get the scepter. You already have it, so here you can complete it by going there again. And what you should pick here, that is important for later, is the skill. Go. Now, almost finished. You want to be able to use the Vade Mecum again. So, pay the cross to Marmorak and sail all the way downriver to... I think I picked up Hot Pursuit, but let me check later, yeah. Okay. Next thing you want to do is get some blessings, and the first blessing you want is a blessing against disease, and get that at Yarimura. Sorry, not at Yarimura. At Yellowport from the Temple of Maka. So, get the blessing. And the second blessing you want is a luck blessing, so you should go to Marlock City, Wishport, and then to Matricians. And end up back in Ringhorn. So now that you have those two blessings, you want to go where you want to complete the quest, and that is in Yarimura. So you take the northern route, which is Village of Bodya, mountains, to Ruby Citadel. Now I should have checked if I still have bolts. Yeah, 3 is enough. So investigate the glow and enter the Ruby Citadel. You will have to fight since your sanctity is just a hair too low. Now, this is kind of an annoying fight because these skeletons have a large HP pool. So they take a bunch of hits to die, and if you're low on bolts, that can actually be quite detrimental to you. There, I think that was my last bolt. Anyway, easy peasy. However, doing this fight automatically triggers a disease. That's why we picked up the immunity spell or blessing. Now we played a note, and this leads to a luck roll. However, thankfully we have a bonus of +2 and a luck blessing, so it should be easy to get the 7+. Go. And that gives you another rank up, and that is your ultimate one, and you should pick +1 sanctity. So investigate the remains, and you can automatically go to Matricians. Now, if you've played this game before, you probably realize that the last thing you need is the fight against the dragon. And that is exactly what's happening right now. So, go north. Skipping all the dangerous areas. Now, what you want to do is go to Haunted Hills. However, since this is a 0 damage run, I need to make some preparations and make sure that everything is in place. First things first, you want to adjust your skills. The skills you need is Stunning Blow, Adrenaline Burst, Illusory Clone, and Song of Swiftness. The passives you want is not Archery, it is Combat Dodge, Weapon Mastery, and Hot Pursuit. That is the right skill set. Now, the other thing you would want is make sure that you have the Battle Axe equipped. and also use the Blessing of Eberron. Now your defense is 23. Now go to Haunted Hills. And Haunted Hills, none of this is dangerous. This just removes your blessings. Inconsequential, journey-free, trouble-free journey, doesn't do anything. Outlaws, your skills are high enough, the outlaws will actually give you money. And a Hungry Ghost, your sanctity is high enough that this does not harm you either. So you can roll this as many times as you want until you get the dragon. That was quick. Anyway, fight. Now this is something based on luck. Depending on where the dragon is, this fight is impossible to do without taking any damage. Because if I end my turn, the dragon's gonna breathe fire on me. So I need to stun the dragon on the turn. Now the dragon can spawn anywhere on this side of the map. So it is possible that I'm not able to reach him. It is impossible to finish this. This is actually a pretty terrible spawn rate because there's also the rubble. So it's gonna be interesting to see if I'm lucky enough to get this done. Right. So on the luckiest spawn, the dragon would be here, which would mean that I could only move one square. It's not a square. One hexagon, and then basically stun him. However, the dragon is too far away, so I need to move 2 paces. Now, I don't have enough action points to stun the dragon though, so I need to use Adrenaline Burst. Now, I'm just able to do it. And because I have 3 points left, I can also hit the dragon. Now, Song of Swiftness to boost my defense. The dragon can still hit me if he crits me, and that would basically mean I take damage. So let's hope that doesn't happen. No, rolled an 11. Damn. Time to make a clone. And rolled a 6. So sadly, the clone cannot attack. So I'm just gonna move closer. I'm not gonna make a second clone because I think that would not be the right call here. Because again, the clone would have to move for reaching the dragon because of this rubble placement. So that is unlucky. So let's see if I can actually finish. I can hit him. Wow, I rolled a 2 and missed. This is not good. Oh, the dragon rolled a critical, but I blocked. Damn, that was lucky. Adrenaline Burst. Twice there. Let's see if I can push. Yep, that was actually pretty lucky. No damage taken. That's the crucial part there. Now, smooth sailing, just turn the quest in. That was... Just go to Marmor and sail downriver. Downriver twice, to Castle Ravane, enter the castle, go to the inner keep, state your business, convince them. Awareness, pursuit of a quest, slaying a monster, accept. Again. And you're done. Doesn't matter, whatever you pick. Rank 10, complete, 0 damage taken, no chance of dying. That's it. And I think it took just over an hour, maybe about an hour. So It's definitely possible to get Iron Adventure that quickly. And it's not difficult. Well, good luck!